Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome on in. Come on in. Come on in and join me. My name's Brian. As you can see right there, welcome to the channel. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever in this floating relativity of a world we're in you might be at this time and moment. Thank you for dropping by. I'm a poet. Yes, I'm a as you can see, I'm a poet here, and I'm assuming that you like poetry, so we'll just go on from there. So, like the ticker says, come on in and join us while we maybe I should have it going a little bit faster. Listen to some cool tunes made from classic poetry. Yes, I take old poetry. Old poetry, not my old poetry, but old poetry from old poets that are in the public domain, like Shelley and, well, today Emily Dickenson, among other uh, poets. And we plug a poem of theirs into this music AI, and it spits out some tunes, and we compare and contrast. So that's what we're going to do today. But we got a special presentation because, yes, it is Women's History Month. And it's also, today is International Women's Day. So two for two birds with one stone. So if you like that, be sure to like and you'll subscribe and stuff like that. Also, everything we do here is done under the Fair Use Act of 1976, or it's in the public domain. So, yeah. So, how y'all doing this morning? Let me check in with the chat here. I like doing this right there. How y'all doing? Good morning, Miss Shelley. How you doing? Dropping by. I hope you like the show coming up. And Miss Kathy, how you doing? Hopefully you got to sleep in again this morning. Although, yes, daylight savings time. So, kind of reminded me of going across the Atlantic. And when you go across, we increase time zones, so you lose an hour of sleep. It was great when you were on watch. You got hour less of watch. Not when you had to be on watch later. And how is it going there? Let's see there. Everybody saying hi to each other. How is it going, Jennifer? All right. So, yes, I'm doing a regular show today, sort of. This is a special presentation in honor of Women's History Month. So, without further ado, let me bring that up a little bit there. Without further ado, let's introduce to you guys the poets we're doing, or the poetesses, the lady poets, however you want to classify it. Let's introduce the ones that were today. I just got to pull up the right thing here. Share screen. Let me share the screen here. All right. Yes, I agree. It throws me off too here. Let me do this like here. No. All right. Here. This is awkward. That's better. Let me show you here. We got first up Emily Dickinson's "A Dying Tiger Moaned for a Drink." And we're doing Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Her sonnet 17. Yeah, 17. Sometimes you got to think about those Roman numerals. My poet, thou canst touch. Or canst touched. And then Emily. Yeah, the E alliteration was on purpose, sort of. Emily Jane Bronte's "Me Think This Heart Should Rest a While." And finally, a channel favorite, one of my faves of all time poets. Don't matter who you are. I love this lady, Edna St. Vincent. Oh, oh, you will be sorry. So additionally, in the spirit of Women's History Month. Yeah, okay. Well, I forgot what I was going to say. So it must not have been okay. It must not have been important. How is it going, Power? Yeah, I'm sitting here. I'm trying to be professional. I'm really, really doing a good job of it now, aren't I? No. Well, it has been a while since I've actually done a reaction show. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to play one of I've selected a few past tracks I've done from these ladies, and then I'll play one, and then we'll do the new one, and then we'll go from there. You'll get the gist as we're going along. So let's just go ahead and get to it. That way, I'm not embarrassing myself any further than I am. So yay! So here we go. We're starting off with a little Emily Dickenson. Of course, we're starting off with Emily Dickenson. Why not? Wrong folder. Got to get to the right folder, though. I can't take myself anywhere now, can't I? All right, let's get this looking the right way it's supposed to look. There. Here we go. We're starting off with this one. Heard a fly buzz.
Fly buzz when I died. The stillness in the room was like the stillness in the air between the heaves of a storm. The eyes around had wrung them dry, and breaths were gathering firm for that last onset when the king be witnessed in the room. Keepsake signed away. What portion of me be assignable? And then it was there interposed the fly with blue uncertain stumbling buzz between the light and me. And then the windows failed, and then I could not see to see.
don't know about you, but that's one of my favorites. I'll tell you that much. Emily Dickinson's I Heard a Fly Buzz When I Died. So, now here, so y'all can follow along. I'm going to put this here. We're going to play version 1 of A Dying Tiger. Moaned for a drink. Version 1. This one's like not even 2 minutes. And the next one's almost 4. Oh boy, should we be scared? Let's find out.
A dying tiger for drink. I hunted all the sand. I caught the dripping of a rock and bore it in my hand. His mighty bones in death were thick, but searching I could see a vision on the retina of water and of me. 'Twas not my blame who sped too slow. 'Twas not his blame who died while I was reaching him, but 'twas the fact that he was dead. But he was
That was interesting. I want more. Maybe I should run that one through 5.0. What do you think? Here, let me put a little note in my thing here. That actually was interesting. It started off kind of but hey there, Chad. Good morning. Yeah, that guy you were listening to, he's something else, ain't he? I gotta be nice now, don't I? And saying hi to Power. How's it going? Just hit that like button, please. Thank you. Big Chief, how's it going this morning? Yes, we're doing a special for Women's History Month, and today is International Women's Day, or History Day, or International Women's Day. So we're featuring female poets. Right now we're in our Emily Dickinson section. So number 1, I need to run through 5.0 because that one had some. It had some potential, and I wanted more. And I need to be more prepared. But hey, it wouldn't be a regular show without some shenanigans. It's definitely good morning. Yes. Let's see, run it through 5.0. All right. Let's go ahead and see here. Let's go ahead and play number 2. Yeah. He has issues. That's an understatement. Oh boy. Well, he seemed confident in his issues. Gotta give him that. All right, this is a longer one. It says 3 minutes and 58 seconds. So yeah, A Dying Tiger, Emily Dickinson.
'twas not his blame who died while I was reaching him, but 'twas the fact that he was dead. But searching, I could see a vision on the retina of water and of me. 'Twas not my blame who sped too slow, 'twas not his blame who died while I was reaching him, but 'twas the fact that he was dead.
I don't know about you, but that was kind of painful. Yeah, that's so. What do you think? Yes, definitely one needs to go through 5.0, and we need to forget number 2. I don't know about you. If you like number 2, let me know. But oh boy, what a way to redo, start back with our regular style shows now, ain't it? So let's go ahead and get on with it. I don't know. I needed a drink after that one. And it's too early in the morning for the Irish, and Irish Mark's not here, so oh, isn't she supposed to be protesting? Oh, it's got to coordinate these things sometimes. All right, so our next one is Elizabeth Barrett Browning. We love her. Well, we like all of them. So, yeah, I was searching for poets and lady poets, and I was like, wait, out Emily Dickenson, and then it was just like, oh, what about Elizabeth? Okay, Elizabeth, and then oh, there's that other Emily, and then of course Edna. So it's just like, yes, I just got to keep it with ease. Yes. So here's this one. Sounds like a plan. I'm glad you approve, because that second one was fucking painful. Oh, I hate to say it, but it was. But hey, here's number one version of my poet thou canst touch. Elizabeth Barrett Browning.
My poet, thou canst touch on all the notes God set between his after and before, and strike up and strike off the general roar of the rushing world's a melody that floats in a serene air, purely antidote of medicated music, answering for mankind's forlornest uses. Thou canst pour from thence into their ears God's will devote thine to such ends, and mine to wait on thine. How, dearest,
So, what did y'all think? Actually, it grew on me, you know? I'm like, okay. But I could also hear some like Celtic folk rock vibes, maybe. I don't know. Let's listen to the second one and we'll see. Here. Sylvia Plath. Yes, I like Sylvia Plath. She's an interesting person. Tragic. Maybe we'll play a couple Sylvia Plath later. But right now, let's go ahead and play the second version of that one. My poet, thou thou canst touch. Version 2. This is wow, this one's only 1 minute and 38 seconds. So let's see what we get here.
My poet touch on all the notes God set between his after and before, and strike up and strike off the general roar of the rushing world's a melody that floats in a serene air, purely antidotes of medicated music, answering for mankind's forlornest uses. Thou canst pour from thence into their ears God's will devotes thine to such ends, and mine to wait on thine. How dearest wilt thou have me for most use? A hope to sing by gladly, or a fine sad memory with thy songs to interfuse? A shade in which to sing of palm or pine, a grave on which to rest from singing. Choose.
All right. Yeah, listen to that. I'm thinking, yeah, there's a Celtic folk-y track in there. So yeah, I made some notes. What do you guys think? Am I on, are we on to something here? Should I pull that thread and see what we get? I think I will, but guess what? We are at the halfway point in the show, so I got to remind everybody that yes, everything we do here is under fair use and all that stuff. And please like and subscribe, and but more importantly, come on in and join us as we listen to some cool stuff made from old poetry using artificial intelligence. So yeah, if it's here and it's here, we might as well use it for something cool. You think so too, Kathy? Yeah, we'll see. We will see what we get from that one. Yeah. I'm really glad I decided to do this show today because, we're playing this one. Not Emily. Emily's next. The other Emily's next. Perplexed Music. Elizabeth Barrett Browning as a palate cleanser.
experience, like a pale musician holds a dulcimer of patience in his hand, whence harmonies we cannot understand. Of God will in his world the strain unfolds, in sad perplexed minors deathly cold. Fawn us while we hear and countermand. Our sanguine heart back from the fancy land. With nightingales in visionary walks, we murmur, where is any certain tune, or measured music in such notes as these? But angels leaning from the golden seat are not so minded, their fine ear hath won the issue of completed cadences, and smiling down the stars, they whisper, sweet.
I'm glad you like that one. I like that one too. That is a progressive, was a progressive desert rock version of Perplexed Music by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. When I was designing this show, I was like, because I didn't, I decided to only feature 4 poets, but I needed to make it an hour. So I'm like, okay, I'll take a good one, the one we know is good from one of them, play it first, and like I did with the Emily Dickenson, and then play the tracks and everything. And then if it was painful or, whatever, play another good one at the end of the first part. That way, it's worth going through what we went through. So for the second part of the show, remember to hit that old like and subscribe and all that stuff. So what are we going over next? This is our Emily Jane Bronte. This one's going to be Methinks This Heart Should Rest a While, but first we're going to play one that we all like by her. Oh, My Lady's Grave, and one we haven't heard in a while. Emily Jane Bronte, My Lady's Grave. Yeah, that's what I like about that one. That's why I decided to play that one too. It's Irish and Joe call it the Highland song. So yeah, it's kind of appropriate too. Emily Jane Bronte was kind of, I don't know. Well, she's like the godfather, one of the godmothers of goth. So yeah. Although I've never read her book, I'm more familiar with her poetry because of this show. Speaking of Emily Jane Bronte, let's play our first um, version of the one we're featuring from her today. Methinks This Heart, version 1.
This heart should rest a while, so stilly round the evening falls. The veiled sun sheds no parting smile, nor mirth nor music wakes my halls. I have sat lonely all the day, watching the drizzly mist descend and first conceal the hills in gray, and then along the valleys wend. And I have sat and watched the trees and the sad flowers, how drear they glow. Those flowers were formed to feel the breeze, wave their light leaves in summer's glow. Yet there is past in gloomy woe, and hopeless comes its dark decline. And I lament because I know that cold departure pictures mine. And I have sat lonely all the day, watching the drizzly mist descend and first conceal the hills in gray, and then along the valleys wend away. And I have sat and watched the trees and the sad flowers, how drear they glow. Those flowers were formed to feel the breeze, wave their light leaves in summer's glow. Yet their lives passed in gloomy woe, and hopeless comes its dark
Well, it had to happen, didn't it? It had to cut us off when it was getting good. That's a good one. That was good. Until the end there, it needed to be longer. Yeah. The ex-girlfriend strikes again. I'm going to have to run that one through 4.5. I mean, 5.0. Yes. What do you think? That was a good one. Especially as like, wow. Definitely run through 5.0. It wants to be blues. What do you think? All right. Let's go ahead and play the second version. Not that one. Like an ex-girlfriend. Yeah. Pretty cool till they cut you off.
Methinks this heart should rest a while, so stilly round the evening falls. The veiled sun sheds no parting smile, nor mirth nor music wakes my heart. I have sat lonely all the day, watching the drizzly mist descend, and first conceal the hills in gray, and then along the valleys went. And I have sat and watched the trees and the sad flowers, how drear they blow. Those flowers were formed to feel the breeze, wave their light leaves in summer's glow. Yet their lives passed in gloomy woe, and hopeless comes its dark decline. And I lament because I know that cold departure pictures mine. And I have sat and watched the trees and the sad flowers, how drear they blow. Those flowers were formed to feel the breeze, wave their light leaves in summer's glow. Yet their lives passed in gloomy woe, and hopeless comes its dark decline. And I lament because I know that cold departure pictures mine.
That was pretty good, although it kind of got painful there for a minute. How's it going, dude? I'm doing pretty good. We're doing our live stream here, doing a show in honor of Women's History Month, featuring female poets on International Women's History Day, or Women's Day. Yeah. So yeah, trifecta there. A genre within a genre within a genre. So yeah, definitely going to run that one through 5.0. Some blues. I don't know. I have to do some thinking on that one. What do y'all think? Hopefully, y'all enjoying the show. So we got our final poetess for this part of the program, Edna St. Vincent Millay. So here, let me get this going here. This is Oh, You Will Be Sorry. If this will cooperate with me. Come on, damn it. There. Oh, here we go. Our final tracks for our reaction. Oh, You Will Be Sorry. Edna St. Vincent Millay, version 1. This one's like a little under 3 minutes.
That will be worth it. Give me back my book and take my kiss instead. Was it my enemy or my friend I heard? What a big book for such a little head. Come, I will show you now my newest hat, and you may watch me purse my mouth and prank. Oh, I shall love you still and all of that. I never again shall tell you what I think. I shall be sweet and crafty, soft and sly. You will not catch me waiting anymore. I shall be called a wife to pat and buy. And someday when you knock and push the door, some say day not too bright and not too stormy. I shall be gone and you may whistle for me. I shall be sweet and crafty, soft and sly. You will not catch me reading anymore. I shall be called a wife to pat and buy. And someday when you knock and push the door, some say they not too bright and not too stormy. I shall be gone and you may whistle for me.
I liked it, but there's a but. It needs something else. I don't know. I'm thinking some psychedelic 60s. We've done I don't know. We'll figure that part out. Let's listen to the second one and see what it has in store for us. I don't know. It's only like a minute and some, so it's 47 seconds. Let's see what this one sounds like, and then we'll discuss. How's that sound?
Oh, you will that word. Give me back my book and take my kids instead. Was it my enemy or my friend I heard? What a show you now my newest hat, and you may watch me purse my mouth and prink. Oh, I shall love you still and all of that. I never again shall tell you what I think. I shall be sweet and crafty, soft and sly. You will not catch me reading anymore. I shall be cold, a wife to pattern by. And someday when you knock and push the door, some same day, not too bright and not too stormy, I shall be gone and you may whistle for me.
Wow. That was an added touch there at the end. Yeah, I'm thinking now if I can keep that clapping in there, but make it a 60s psychedelic rock thingy, then yeah, we'll see. We'll come back to that one. But speaking of Edna St. Vincent Millay and 60s psychedelic rock, I don't know if I'm like primed unconsciously to think of that with that one, but here we go. One of our favorites by her, I Know I Am But, Edna St. Vincent Millay.
I know I am but summer to your heart, and not the full 4 seasons of the year. Then you must welcome from another part
Such noble moods as are not mine, my dear. No gracious weight of golden fruits to sell have I, nor any wise and wintry thing. And I have loved you all too long and well to carry still the high sweet breast of spring. Wherefore I say, oh love, as summer goes,
I must be gone, still forth with silent drums,
that you may have anew the bird and rose.
when I come back to you as summer comes.
Else will you see
At some not distant time,
even your summer in another
All right, my friends, I'm going to go ahead and sign off I got stuff I got to do today. But I hope you like the show. Here, let me change this right here, right quick. I might come back on later today. I don't know. Depends on what I got going on. But yeah, I don't like the way that does that there. But I hope y'all like the show. We got some good suggestions, some interesting tracks. Yeah. Well, yeah, just remember, my friends, everything we do here is under fair use and in the public domain and all that stuff. And like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and yeah, I will see y'all later. I'll see y'all later. Definitely tomorrow for a whole new show, whether we do live reactions or not. I haven't figured that part out yet. And then, yeah, I got stuff to work on here, other things to do. And yeah, and I'll tell y'all all about it tomorrow. Definitely tomorrow. Usual time, 6:30 in the morning, Central Standard Time. Definitely same channel. Thanks for dropping by, my friends, and I'll see you later. Bye.